the all-natural antidepressant. Now, of course, calling it an antidepressant, we're comparing it with antidepressants, things like Prozac and Zoloft and a whole list of them, which, by the way, now we have new commercials showing that when those don't work, try this one and add to it. And what's found is that even the antidepressants don't always work for people. Here is an all-natural alternative to taking antidepressants. Now, for me, ultimate brain function requires more. But I've read 2 different books on this ingredient called 5-HTP, which is proven. Just taking 5-HTP was equal or better than the benefits of taking antidepressants, which, keep in mind, is not optimal brain function, ultimate happiness, but it is saving many lives, because when people are really depressed, they have no motivation, they feel despair, they want to sleep late, they want to stay in bed, they're not engaged in sexual activities, they're not motivated for loving relationships, they don't feel good about themselves, they experience despair, and usually some big stressor in our life causes us to feel depressed, and we're supposed to feel depressed. Depression is something we're supposed to feel, which is to take time to heal. So you want less energy, less motivation. You're taking time to heal an emotional loss, a trauma to the system. So depression is a part of life, but we're supposed to bounce back. And people don't bounce back because they don't have the actual nutrition or the right support, the right opportunity to bounce back from stress, from losses, from pain, and painful losses. So what we need is some help. And what we can understand is one of the biggest associated brain chemicals associated with healing trauma is serotonin. Psychologically, when your brain's releasing serotonin, it calms the limbic system. The limbic system is the part of your brain which is distressed. And when you're distressed, serotonin gets released and calms the limbic system. And it tends to be associated with the feeling of, I have what I need. You relax. Oh, I have what I need. I'm distressed. Help is on the way. There's that moment of help is on the way and you feel better. That's serotonin. Serotonin is made in the brain by omega-3s, lithium, the mineral. Lithium orotate is what I recommend, which has no side effects. Omega-3s along with the active amino acid that converts into serotonin so your brain can make it, is tryptophan. Tryptophan is in our proteins. Tryptophan, a lot of people go, okay, what proteins have the most tryptophan? I used to be thinking that, how can I eat more foods with tryptophan? But the key is not so much getting enough tryptophan. We actually get plenty of tryptophan in the food we eat. It's getting the tryptophan into the brain and getting it to convert into 5-HTP, which then easily converts into serotonin. So you need to have all these ingredients to get tryptophan. First of all, in the brain, you have to exercise a certain amount in order to get tryptophan into the brain, because the muscles will absorb the long chain amino acids so tryptophan can then get into the brain. And because men have more muscle mass, they're less prone to depression. Their muscles will absorb the amino acids, tryptophan will get into the brain. But even if tryptophan gets into the brain without enough lithium, without enough the mineral lithium, without enough B vitamins, B6 in particular, and without the omega-3s, even tryptophan will not convert into serotonin. However, what tryptophan does with all those good ingredients, it converts into 5-HTP, a brain chemical, which then easily converts right into serotonin. So what this is 5-HTP. It's ready to go, and it crosses the blood-brain barrier. It goes right into the brain. The brain can easily convert it into serotonin when you need it. So this is not a drug that interferes with normal brain process to make it appear to have more serotonin, which is what drugs do. When your brain makes serotonin, it has to go on a little receptor site. What the drug does is makes it last longer in the receptor site. So your brain thinks it has plenty of serotonin, but the problem is it doesn't have enough. So if you go off of the drug, you're really short of serotonin, and you haven't done anything to correct the problem. Is why did you run out of serotonin in the first place, and how can you get more? How can you get more of the raw ingredients? So this is kind of like prepared raw ingredient, right, to convert right into serotonin, and it comes from a plant in Africa called the Graphonia plant. And what they found in this little village of people is they had no depression. They're very happy people, simple people, because really, if you're really, really happy, you don't get complicated. So, so there's a balance in life. But when you're feeling depressed, when you're feeling down, when you're feeling like focusing on negativity, and you have these, we can call them ants, automatic negative thoughts, they're pervading us, this can help stop that. And it's 5-HTP is what it's called. There's various companies make it. This is my favorite company, Natural Factors, because I know what quality they have. There are other companies that make it. And it is for stress relax through 5-HTP, because it will generate more serotonin. Remember, women under stress tend to run out of serotonin much faster than men. Men store 50% more serotonin. And when a woman's under moderate stress, she'll tend to use up her serotonin 8 times faster than men. She needs it more. So women are more vulnerable around serotonin. 5-HTP is a great supplement for women. Also men, if they're feeling automatic negative thoughts. This, along with lithium orotate with some good omega-3, is a great kind of formula, along with an easy-to-digest protein shake in the morning. My favorite is my superfood shake, but there's other ones for people that like vanilla or so forth. There's different ones I talk about in my shake section. So, but I've seen people who needed antidepressants and basically didn't. If you're going off of an antidepressant, you need to follow specific protocol. You need to ask us. We'll send out our recommended protocol that we've seen work for many people. If you go to share, SHARE, at marsvenus.com, we will then ask for that. We'll send it to that free of charge, which we've seen a program that's worked for so many people to, in the most inexpensive way, safely go off of their antidepressants, because it's not safe to just stop antidepressants for most people. It can cause suicide thoughts. It can cause violence. Literally, most violent acts that we see happening are people who've gone off of drugs, who are on drugs that were recommended by their doctors. So this is serious stuff when you take drugs to interfere with normal brain function. Here we're taking something provided by nature. It's a supplement to make it easier for your brain to make serotonin if for some reason you've been stressed by life and it has inhibited the serotonin function. This can help restore it. 5-HTP. You can order books on Amazon. Go do a Google search on that. There'll be books that you can read about it, or you can just simply take it. It doesn't take a lot. You just take one of these little pills a day, plus some of the other recommended nutrition that I recommend, and suddenly you're feeling optimistic. You're feeling positive. You're not on a drug trip. You're not feeling more positive than you should be feeling. You're just back to normal, happy person. We're all designed to be happy until bad things happen. Then we're designed to be a little upset or depressed for a while, and then recover and heal and come back to being happy. We need a feedback loop in life that says good things happen, makes us feel good. Then we're motivated to create good things. Bad things happen. We're supposed to not feel good so we can avoid bad things. People on antidepressants lose that natural feedback. And unfortunately, people who don't have enough serotonin are not getting enough reward from doing positive things or meeting positive people and feeling good, so that then they're motivated to do those natural social behaviors that we're supposed to do as human beings. So balancing these brain chemicals are very important for us to express and live our soul's purpose in this world, to follow our inner conscience, to follow our heart, to follow our feelings. We need to have the right brain chemistry, so they're authentic feelings that guide us in our life. And we learn by correcting this mistake and this mistake, so we're able to fulfill our destiny and to arrive where we're designed to arrive, rather than to miss out on developing our full potential. This is where the importance of nutritional supplementation, and a critical aspect of that, particularly for women, but for men as well, is to be able to take the right dose of 5-HTP. To get that into your diet, here's an all-natural supplement that's proven to be effective, just without my even telling you how much to take it. Just follow the instructions on the back. It's well tested out. And here's a wonderful brand that I found to be very effective and very economical. 5-HTP through Natural Factors.